One woman made Burberry into a 7 billion euro business, and then the following leaders threw it all away. But first, my name is Natsu. Follow me. I talk about the business of fashion. Early 2000s, Burberry should have been on top of the world. A 150-year-old British brand, famous trench coats. The Queen caught rocking them, but they made one big mistake. They sold the rights to their famous check pattern on everything: hats, dog coats, bikinis, baby strollers, cheap stuff, counterfeit cheap stuff. Even me, I went to China, got a Burberry scarf, maybe $7, check pattern. The pattern got so common that British nightclubs banned it at the door. People stopped wanting the real thing. Why would you pay 1,000 euros when you could pay 20 euros for a fake lookalike? So who saves it? Angela. This is Act 1. 2006, Burberry brings in Angela Ahrendts as CEO. She's an American. She's an outsider. She knows nothing about British luxury, but it doesn't matter. She makes three bold moves. Move one, she cuts the check pattern off of a bunch of products down to just 10% of products. This is the thing that customers were begging for that became way too accessible. She made that thing rare. It may sound crazy, but luxury needs to feel luxury. Cut the products. Move two, she bought back all the licenses. Even the Spanish branch that was 20% of the company's entire revenue, which people would look at her crazy for doing, but she wanted full control. She didn't want other people licensing and putting the Burberry check pattern on cheap products. Move three, she made Burberry the first truly digital luxury brand. She brought live streaming runway shows into luxury. Other brands that were scared to do this. Now the result, the company's valuation went from 2 billion euros from the time that she started to over 7 billion by 2014 when Apple paid to steal her and run their stores. In comes the second act, all the leaders who threw it all away, arguably. Burberry has had four different CEOs in 10 years: Christopher Bailey, Marco Gobbetti, Jonathan Ackroyd, and now Joshua Skolman. Each leader comes in with a different plan. One wanted to compete with Gucci on high fashion. One pushed prices up to $2,000 plus for handbags. One redesigned the entire logo and the brand identity. Every coach, they threw out the system the last guy built. And guess what happens here? Burberry's last full year, ending March 2025, revenue dropped 17%. They posted $3 million operating loss compared to $418 million profit the year before. They announced now that they're cutting 1,700 jobs by 2027. Look, it's the classic sports tragedy. A dynasty, they win under one coach, then they fire that coach, the next coach comes in, they change the system, then the next coach comes in and they do the same thing, and then pretty soon the team doesn't have an identity. Nobody knows what the team stands for. So where are we at now? We're in Act 3, the comeback attempt. July 2024, they bring in Joshua Skolman. He used to run coach at Michael Kors. His plan, it's stop trying to be Gucci. Go back to what Burberry actually is. The trench coat, the scarf, the British heritage. And it's working. As of November 2025, Burberry just posted its first sales growth in nearly 2 years. Stock is up and sales in China are growing again. And they're doubling down here. They're even building scarf bars, entire sections of stores just for scarves. Taken all together, there's a couple lessons here. Lesson one, building a great brand takes years of discipline. You can lose it by chasing trends. Lesson two, yes, the comeback is hard, but it is achievable. Angela proved that. But the hardest thing is keeping that comeback going when the founder leaves and trying to keep that momentum as you change leaders. Lesson three, and this is the biggest one in fashion: you cannot be everything to everyone. The brands that pick a lane and own it, they will win. The brands that die are the ones that try to be cool and premium and fashion forward and affordable all at once. Look, Burberry is just another example about how in the fashion industry, scarcity is power, focus is power, operational discipline is power. And if leaders don't exercise those virtues, there are consequences from a business standpoint.